Hello YouTube, Jonathan 800 here. So, I'm going to basically show you the basic rundowns of how to play Hearts of Iron 4. I've noticed on the Discord server that many people are struggling with the game. So I'll pretty much show you the basics of how you can, as Germany or US, but pretty much most countries just play the game without dying. First of all, your easiest countries in the game are probably Germany for the Axis, the United States for the Allies. Germany because you have a big industry, United States because you have a big industry and you can't be invaded for the most part. So when you open up Hoi 4, the first thing you want to do is solve your notifications. Research slots, prioritize industry, then I often prioritize Air 2. You don't have to. You basically just want to keep up to date with stuff. Artillery, this is for infantry that you want to pretty much have firepower. Because infantry by themselves can't punch really well. Tanks are also good. You should also keep up to this. No, I have all the DLCs, but what I'm saying still applies. So basically you always want to keep your industry up to date. Some people will say that you don't really have to go down the extra research speed stuff. I preferably like to. Radio is really good. Extra coordination is also pretty good too. Never do things ahead of time unless it's relatively short or you really want your juicy artillery or tanks. Alright, so this is usually my starting lineup for building. Some people do tech shuffles, but you can find that out. This is just the basics. Free civilian factories. What does that mean? These are your civilian factories. They're orange and they build more factories. They're the reasons you have 15 out of 15, 7 out of 15. These are also used for consumer goods, which is based on your total amount of factories. So in this case, 16%. 16% of 69 factories is, oh my gosh, I can't math. 22, if my math is correct. So I always suggest prioritize building civilian factories initially. If you're the United States, you build infrastructure because you already have a ton of civs and Great Depression. So initially build like civs till I usually do late 37, early 38, and then I start to switch to mills and my production layout looks more like this, and then I shift completely to mills. Mills being military factories, which are these. They're actually cheaper than civs, but this is your economy. This is your military production. You also got dockyards. Those build ships. Synthetic refineries give you rubber and more fuel. Free military factories. So, what do you put into? I always suggest anti-air. Anti-air is king in this game. This thing will make the enemy air force not as good. It'll also act as a bit of anti-tank. And anti-air in this game against AI will basically serve as your anti-tank. You don't even have to research it. Well, this is for single player only. Multiplayer, you really need anti-tank. So, I have all of this stuff. Should I be producing armored cars? Look at your logistics. See what you need. Currently, we're getting the no template notification for anti-air, but we will be putting that in our divisions. We got trains, which are important, but we have enough of. Be aware they will be bombed if you don't have air superiority. You got your tanks, support equipment, trucks. Basically, we're pretty much good, just air is the problem. Also, to access air, F3, Navy's F2. F1 is Army. You could also press these three buttons here. What I do to sort out the Air Force is basically do that. Delete everything. And then now I can simply organize everything. Planes are expensive to produce, so you should always put some more factories on them. But also, my armies usually consist of decent infantry with tanks as support. So this is basically my Germany build. Starting out, here's your trade. If you see this orange number here, it means stop exporting. Stop buying stuff, you're wasting a civilian factory. The reason I didn't do completely remove the deficit was, let me quickly update. The reason because I would be wasting a factory for 7 rubber I won't be using. And the penalty will be so small, it's just meh. It's not that much. Missing equipment and production. What do we need? Transport plane naval bombers. Some people, they really use naval bombers as Germany to destroy the channel. What I do is just group up the navy. Do not put subs with the main fleet. Also, when it comes to the navy production, what I do is, if you have man the guns, I build these things called light attack light cruisers. So this is basically what the light cruisers that I use. There's also multi-role destroyers which I use. This is basically it actually. Some people also like torpedo destroyers, which does more damage, but it doesn't have the anti-sub. Put radar sonar as needed. Battleships and carriers are also very good. So let's say we solve this one. National focus. What should I do? Basically, do your political or removes debuffs. If you can't do it, do industry. Sometimes you have to prioritize industry because industry compounds early game. If you do your industry late, you're significantly weaker. So for Germany, I usually would do Rhineland, 4-year plan, get down to the extra research slot. And if I was able to do Anschluss early, I would do it. Strategy is do politics and industry first, then do your military stuff. Anything else is secondary, like Westwall, who cares? You don't really need that unless you're gonna be on the defensive. Recruiting divisions. Do not do this. I've seen some people do that. Don't do that. Add units to your thing. What I did was shift click there. So, infantry, are they good? Yes, at defending. So, this is your box standard infantry template. These do not attack well. You want this number, soft attack, to be big. How you do that? Artillery. This is your standard. Well, this is your standard defensive 9-1 infantry. Because you got 9 infantry, 1 artillery. This will hold. It is extremely good. It can even attack the AI. With some casualties, of course, but otherwise it's pretty good. This is your defensive infantry that's cheap, because it doesn't really require all that much artillery. If we add 2 more artillery to the 9-1, we got the 9-3. This baby can actually punch through divisions very well. It is quite nice. I suggest that if you're attacking, use this. If you really want 30 width, there you go, but your organization will be very low. This is how long you can fight. Because if you have 0 org, you can't attack. Panzer divisions, your tanks. Is this a good division? No, you have to add on to it. So let's quickly just replace these with tanks. Is this a good division? No. Organization is low. There is no HP either. These things would be obliterated out of the water. So if you are making a division like this, don't, please. This is basically your meta tank division. organization will go up when you do doctrines and stuff. Also, you should really get to support anti-air. This is a good division. It will punch through enemy lines. You really have 100 of them? No, they're quite expensive. 42 widths. What I personally would use a lot of are 30 widths. I would have something like this with doctrines and stuff. It is pretty nice. It does the job well against the AI. Why am I using medium tanks? Medium tanks are, in my opinion, the best tanks. They have more armor than light, but they are cheaper to produce than heavies. That's good. Also, you will have to be dealing with something called resistance. How you do it? Local police force. Do your cavalry. That's the cheapest thing you can do. But not this cavalry. This is basically like a cavalry resistance template. You can even just go ahead and just simply do, what is it? Create empty, and with 5 army XP, this is your resistance template. What you can also do is, when you have to research military police, which is under support companies, these will improve your divisions. This is expensive, so what you want to do is completely fill up everything here with cavalry, and you will save more equipment in the long run. So that's pretty good. Unassigned divisions, shift left click, new thing, double click, and will get you everything. S2 split, create new armies, put the mobile divisions in their own thing. You can even split the tanks from the main things, and this is how I set up my Germany. Then you put your generals and stuff, and all will be good. Now, front lines, basically this. You just click this button, you place them. You can also, with the field marshal, create a front line like this, where it will merge to separate the two armies, but keep them under the same field marshal. Or you can hold shift while having the frontline tool, and now they're going to be evenly distributed. So, what do you do with warfare? Do not just simply do this. Do not battle plan. Battle planning is awful. Alright, so basically what I did was fill out the industry. What you want to do is not delete any lines, as that will delete your production efficiency. So back to warfare. You want to do as many support attacks as possible. Let's do that. Because by doing this, you open up combat width, you do more damage. I don't care about that, it's just warfare. Let's hit play. Let's do 4 speed. 5 speed. And once you make a breakthrough, control right click is what I did there. Pause, and then you just rush. I am doing shift right click. That is that's how you queue orders. By any means necessary, because we are playing the bad guys. And you just want to rush. Send an ultimatum. Let's do you, let's do you. By railroading divisions, you actually make them move quicker. Let's move you here. Let's try to get you here. Open up combat with. You two fight this way. And just push. We got more reinforcements in the south now. Let's pin them. Pinning is the act of making it where they cannot move. Because enemy troops cannot move if they are being attacked. since Italy got updated, as you see, this is actually quite bad. None of my troops are actually in the fight. Let's do this. Let's send these two guys down to here. Let's send you two to attack here. You are not attacking, go for an encirclement. You two attack here, there. You attack here. You attack. Pin, do not let anyone through. You have a time limit of like 35 days to attack Addis Ababa. And now we're opening up to combat with, and now that is basically warfare. You do not use the battle plan unless you know you're gonna win. So I had to use that with crappy Italian templates, but now you have Army XP, you can improve them. So basically, those are the basics to avoid 4. Don't battle plan, or you can battle plan but stop when you see red. So I don't know how long this is. Okay. With a bit of cutting, it should be relatively quick compared to other tutorials, so thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, you know the deal, and this is Jonathan 800 signing out.